Okay, well, Ben Alaya joins us now.
Right.
Well, I hope there are not so many issues today. He's the editor-in-chief of Sports Day newspaper. Good morning, Ben. Good to have you.
Good morning. Good to have you. And day before yesterday was Ash Wednesday. I can see you, your Catholic ring is on. So, yeah, fasting. I always take notes, especially as you are the soft one here.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Good to have you around, Ben Alaya. I'll tell you one secret. I was telling my guys that we were more than excited that you've not been here from Monday to Thursday. And then now we like the fact that things are getting calm.
Down,
and then, because even the papers are not talking more, except for the complete sports.
Yeah, but it's a very huge one.
Let's hear it.
Let's go straight to it.
That's
Complete
right.
Sport. It's the biggest one. Olise won 4 points against Egypt.
I won 6.
I caught you there. That was like an anticlimax.
What were you thinking?
Tell me to close my mouth.
Oh my
Please
God.
close it.
Anticlimax, yeah. This
Something
is all
lying
about
around.
Nigeria versus Egypt. It won 4 points against the Egyptians. But with all the distractions, all the troubles of the past couple of days, last 3-4 days, do you think this is a possibility?
Number one, I think for him to have said that is defeatist. Because we've been African champions. Yes, we are playing against a country that has won it 7 times. We've been able to win it 3 times.
Yes.
I mean, win it 3 times.
Yeah.
So why will it? And now we are on the high. We have some of the best players now from the continent playing in Europe, the Galus of this world, and the rest of them. They are doing so well. So why should we?
And for 4 points.
Retrogress and say we want just 4 points. We can get the 6 points if Olise is serious. I think all the distractions is also making him to think somehow, because he's the one who caused the distraction in the first place by calling everybody insane. Now, I think that...
You're going back there, Ben.
Yes, I have to.
It's just say 4 points. I don't know where you're going to.
I don't think that is a very sane
Stay
comment.
with it.
Okay, 4 points is not a sane comment. What could he have said? Maybe he should aim for 6 points,
Absolutely.
then he can jump to 4.
Yes, because
Okay.
if you can get 4 and you aim for 6, then that is a sane ambition.
Okay, so right now this ambition is
start-
actually not sane, right? It's not okay.
It's not very sane for me.
Okay, please, any other...
Shots fired by Ben. Okay, yeah, this is another interesting one for me, Ben. Emenike linked with £5.5 million a year summer deal in China. That would be a good move for his career.
That has always been on the cards, but for me,
Yes.
I
A
think
good move for his career. Did you
Absolutely.
for
It's
the
not-
pocket?
it's
Yeah,
for the
his
pockets.
career, for his pocket, everything.
I think if I were him, he's just moved to West Ham now, and unfortunately, this fallout with, again, the same Olise is no longer playing for the national team. He's
That's my
fighting with
point.
all the greatest players that we've had now currently. He should be in London, play in the Premier League, and come back to the national team and help us go to the Nations Cup. Olise should wake up and, wear off this toga of arrogance and sanity, or insanity as it were, and bring back all his players, and let's work as a team. One of the big editors was saying in the course of the week that the likes of Vincent Enyama, Emmanuel Emenike, because they have won the Nations Cup, they no longer have motivation, and I disagreed. I told them, look, Mertesacker and co, who are German champions of the world, still play for the German national team regularly, and they are still motivated. So it depends on who is managing the national team. So we have to wake up to the reality that the person who is managing the national team may actually be mismanaging the national team. And that was what the technical committee said in the course of the week in Uyo.
Okay, well, Emenike, I just hope he stays at West Ham, because I
Yeah.
think he can actually get into a top team,
Yeah,
our
it's,
first team there. If he,
I prefer him
he's
in
really-
London than in China.
Than in China,
Yeah, but
definitely.
it's
No
a
matter
lot-
Money
the
is
money.
good, but
But when
he's
you get
made
to
some money
certain-
in
Exactly, in Alliance. So that should be
Alliance.
enough.
So, I mean, I
Fenerbahce
think he
and
should
all
settle
that,
down
yeah.
now and
Play
be
football.
a thoroughbred professional.
That's
for
it.
Perhaps a better club may even pick him up from West Ham United.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
well,
it. And he can.
yeah, but
Because I saw the first game, the first few minutes he played for West Ham, that header and all that, you could see that, yes,
Yeah,
he's still got the
he
fitness
was
and
robust,
everything.
as usual,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Glittering.
Got it,
this
so-
will depend on his personal ambition.
When you're
Right,
35, you can
right.
go to China. Please, for now, don't go there. Okay,
Yeah,
next
still
one.
on the Complete Sports still on. Okay, this is according to Paul Dickoff, former Manchester City forward. It says Guardiola will be excited about Iheanacho.
Okay.
Because he loves young players.
A lot of people are worried that, okay, there's going to be a managerial change. Perhaps Iheanacho won't get as many or as much playing minutes as he's been getting under Pellegrini. But Paul Dickoff says Guardiola will be very impressed with the guy's talent.
I think Iheanacho is one of the future of Nigerian football. It's fantastic. I have been in camp with him before, prior to the CHAN in South Africa that we came away with a bronze before he went to Man City. It was in the course of that camping. And I saw a talent that was blossoming.
That's right.
And currently, if he's there and he remains there, he will make it. He will still play under any coach. Every coach loves a good player, anybody who can deliver for him. I mean, I think that Iheanacho, he uses both legs, is quick, and is pacey, is young. And which coach will not like him? Guardiola likes, like Guardiola himself, the way he started his career, if you check his football career before, even his coaching career, he started with the youth team. So he likes to bring them through. And the Barcelona team that you see today, he brought them through from the youth. That's it. So I think that Iheanacho should remain there, and I'm sure that is a good prediction for him.
But don't tell us stories like he needs to grow, he needs to improve.
No.
You know, and
now
all
we
of
should
that,
be playing first team football for the Super Eagles.
That's right, because we can see his quality.
He's ready.
You know, and you need to help him grow.
Absolutely.
You don't start telling us he's young and all of that, and then when we tell you, call another player, say he's old. So why are you calling? So for now, see, look, let me just chip this.
That's true.
Nigerian football is in a state of emergency. The NFF should understand that.
Yes, that's serious.
Look, Tayo,
I agree with you.
No. I'm just saying this so that people saying it's just 4 points, they will understand. The fans are not smiling.
Yeah.
Even the NFF, I spoke to Barrister Chris Green last night. Even him saying that, we're family, we understand what's going on, you can still see that they will not take anything that will not take us to the 2017 African Cup of Nations.
But 4 points will take Nigeria above Egypt in the group.
But is that what you're settling for? We're
no, it's not about
when
settling.
When was the last time Egypt even qualified for Nations Cup? Like they've done a hat-trick now, they haven't qualified, right?
Let me tell you, Cecilia.
It's about them qualifying and getting ahead of Egypt.
This is an Egyptian side that went to Niger Republic and finished them off there.
So they look
we went there to pick a draw and we were happy. We went there and finished them up. And then they are coming. They will go to Egypt and also beat Niger. It's obvious. And then we are struggling. And then it's a team that is in resurgence because their football had been in crisis. Because don't forget that there was a time they had to suspend their league for a long time. Now the teams are back. All the Zamalek of this world, Ali National, Ismail, all the big clubs are bringing the players together, and then they'll just pick one or two. So they are united, and they are already in camp.
But they have a team.
They have a team. So
they have a team already. They play two friendlies.
If you want to play the politics of the game with them, they are above you because they have the secretariat of the Confederation of African Football in Cairo.
Come on, Ben. Stay optimistic. Stay optimistic.
I'm optimistic. I'm also scared that the way we are going, because we are going into this game. We are going into this game in crisis, like you said. It is a state of emergency.
And we don't even have the players yet. I was asking
and
the
it's
general
saying that
secretary.
Ben shouldn't say crisis.
I was asking the general secretary
You state of emergency, and I'm coming from the angle of the fans. The fans just want to see the Super Eagles win again. We missed out of the last African Cup of Nations. Would you like to see the team miss out again?
I said it's not.
Nobody will give an excuse that
I'm
the
a journalist. I do a newspaper that I want the fans to buy. And if the Super Eagles are not doing well, they won't buy. They won't even watch us if we are doing a sports TV program.
Because you want to see the Eagles.
So I want to see them fly. But hey, with the way we are going,
yes, I agree, Ben.
I pray that we don't.
It's going to be a tough task.
Okay, Eagles must always fly. I pray.
Sporting Sun here. What do they have here?
That's the biggest
Don't
story.
even bring Mourinho.
That's the biggest story.
Okay, he says that's the biggest story. Let's humor him. Okay, Mourinho seals £15 million United deal, and he's to sack Mata and Fellaini because Mata is actually a luxury player.
I wonder where all these people are getting the stories from. Man. It's incredible.
Incredible story.
They're just trying to sell the papers.
Let me ask you. I know you love Arsenal, but what do you think? About this one. Okay, he asked the question. How do you guys get the inside information that he's bringing for a
These stories are emanating from England itself. So most of the times, you as a journalist, you are a global journalist. Everybody is a global journalist now. You have your laptop. As I can see Austin Okon doing now, is tweeting, is browsing, is doing everything. That is so you get this story. So this
He's actually checking for updates.
that's what I'm saying. These stories are all from there. So it is not as if they are cooked up. I think they are they are real. And over time, you will see that they will come to pass. Mourinho, it was said yesterday, he had told close associate that he has sealed the deal. Now the amount is coming out. So I believe that he's going to United. And don't forget again that Sir Alex Ferguson had always wanted. They've always been like father and child relationship with them. He has always wanted him to be. He's a younger version, so he has always wanted him there. And don't forget, he's still the director. He's a director at Manchester United, and he chooses who becomes the manager. So what they will have now is a stopgap management team headed by LVG, Louis van Gaal. Louis van Gaal obviously was so angry with the media because every day he says the cook-up story that he's going, but inside of him, in his subconscious, he knows that he's out of that place. And Mourinho will take over.
It's a lot of pressure on Louis van Gaal.
Okay,
it's not fair at all, but that's how the game goes.
Okay, and of course, another one coming from here is ACL, that's the African Champions League. Enyimba begins a quest for third round. We're going to be having for third crown. Now we're going to be having 4 teams in the continent this weekend. Enyimba starting today. What do you think their chances?
Very bright. With Paul Aibo here now, and it's some new players they've tried to use to beef up the Nigerian champions. I think that they should do well. They should do well. Don't forget that in the last 3 years, 3 seasons, we've not gotten into the knockout stages of this tournament, and Enyimba must be desperate. And Chief Felix Anyansi now is fully there. Right. And he's monitoring the team. He still remains the chairman, almost like the longest serving chairman now of any football club in Nigeria. And so he has left his job as chairman technical committee of the NFF, so he has full devotion now to Enyimba. I think they should get into the knockout stages and perhaps nick it again.
Okay, because yesterday Onyewuchi was talking to us from Uganda and said they were trying to play a kind of trick on them. They don't know the itinerary, they don't know what's happening and all, that they're just there, out in the blue and all. So they're trying to check what's happening around and nobody's communicating with them. Maybe today they could have it because the game is going to be today. They don't have a choice. But let me just add to what Ben Elias said. The importance of having Felix Anyansi on that board is well rooted with African football.
Absolutely.
He's
He's been there, done that. What a lot of people don't know is that aside the action on the pitch, there's a lot of politics that goes
behind
into African football. And he knows some of the major players.
Absolutely.
So you can't just throw things at Nigeria because you think we're playing away from home.
I've worked with him.
I think that's what other club chairmen should do. Get rooted into the politics of African football. That's right.
Okay. Luckily, he's as an executive member of the Nigerian Football Federation, so he gives a lot of tips on how even the Super Eagles, whether he's in the executive committee, in the technical committee or not, I think Anyansi is good to go every time. He's very, very vastly experienced. He's the only chairman who have won the Champions League back-to-back. Yes. Amazing. Without Jules Okalu, let's not forget him. Another amazing character.